Well, I'm here at the top of Mount Remarkable. Woohoo! This is the start of stage 8 and we started early today because it's pretty warm. Yesterday it got to 29 degrees, so I was pretty happy that that was a rest day. Today it looks like it's going to be hitting 27, so started early to beat the heat. Behind me you can see VB. Good way, VB. VB's coming to join me for a week of walking from Melrose up to Dutchman's Stand just past QUORN. And yeah, it's going to be a nice short day today. We're just going to Gray's Hut, which is only 5 k's or so down the road from here. And yeah, all good. So apparently there's a crash of an aeroplane on the Mount Remarkable summit hike, and we reckon this is probably it. So there's not very much left that actually looks anything like an aeroplane at all. When was it from? 1990s, I think, maybe. We're at Gray's Hut now and just enjoying a little bit of lunch here. It's a pretty nice, cute little hut. Fairly new, we reckon. Pretty happy about it because there are thunderstorms on the forecast for tonight and a whole lot of rain. And this is the one hut for this section. So pretty awesome timing because the rest of the week is looking clear. I've also changed the schedule a little bit for this week. I was planning to do 4 days from MELROSE to QUORN, but we've heard that one of the water tanks along the way is a little bit foul. It apparently smells and tastes like something has died inside of it. So no water available there. So instead of doing either a really long water carry or some really long days, we've decided to stretch our itinerary to 5 days now, stopping at Wilmington on the way, and skip my rest day in QUORN. But that's okay because the day after QUORN is a really short 9k walk out to Dutchman's, so that's kind of a rest day anyway. Lower. No, you're good. VB the spider.
It's like playing derby.
Today we're walking from Gray's Hut to Wilmington, and we're walking through Mount Remarkable National Park along a creek line, and I reckon it's one of the most beautiful sections of the trail I've come across so far. It's just absolutely beautiful. Hello, it is the start of the 3rd day out of MELROSE, and so far we have just been battling through a huge cluster of prickle bushes, mostly just totally covering the whole path. Pretty much all you can do is put your hand in front of your face and just charge through, right? So yesterday was a killer day. We did 26 kilometres and so much harder than any 26 kilometres south of MELROSE. But we did an extra 5 past Wilmington so that we don't have to do that today, which is great. Got into Wilmington in time to get to the post office to pick up my new sleeping mat. The drama with the sleeping mat, it got a puncture and I fixed it, and that held for a night, and I was like, oh, this is good. And then the puncture failed. So then I patched that and it held for 2 nights, and I thought it was going to be all good. So I told all my friends, don't worry about getting me a replacement mat, this one's working fine. And then when VB was already on her way up here, I woke up to find, yeah, it's leaking again. So I ended up getting a new one sent up to Wilmington, which I picked up last night. I've gone for a closed-cell foam mat this time because it's just indestructible. Nowhere near as comfortable, but at the moment I don't care. I just want something that I can sleep on to keep me warm. So I picked up that was good. And then we discovered that the pub, the one thing that was keeping us going towards the end of the day, has shut down. So that wasn't very good. But luckily there were some really lovely ladies at the post office that recommended a caravan park just out of town that also has a restaurant. And then a young lady came in and offered to give us a lift out there, which was fantastic because it was another 4Ks and I'm not sure that we could have made it. We were well and truly dead by that stage. Our feet were killing us. And the great news is we get to do it all again today. About the same distance again. Probably just as many hills, and it's probably just going to be getting worse, but we'll see how we go. Alright, so I'm here with VB, who's joined me for 6 days, I think it is, of walking. So I thought we should do a little interview. So VB, we're at the start of day 3.
Yep.
How's it going?
Yeah, it's going pretty good. Yesterday was a tough day. Lots of up and down hills. My feet are feeling it. Got a few blisters coming. I think they'll give me some trouble later in the week, so we'll see how that goes.
And how is it compared to what you're expecting?
Good question. I think the first day was probably easier than expected, and yesterday was probably slightly harder than expected, especially the last few Ks into Wilmington. That was a struggle.
Yeah, I think we probably overdid it. But I think we're going to overdo it again today anyway.
Yeah. But the scenery is absolutely beautiful, and I haven't been to the Flinders for a while, so it's good to be back here.
Yeah, and luckily VB doesn't mind the warm weather, so she's really enjoying it.
The weather, I could not ask for better weather.
Meanwhile, I'm just dreaming about those rainy days down south and longing for those ones again. What about your gear? Have you had any problems? Got everything you need?
I think I've got everything that's absolutely essential. I wouldn't have minded bringing a book or something, but there was no capacity for that. Yeah, I think I've got everything that I need to survive the 6 days.
That's good. What are you doing for food?
Food, I've got a very gourmet mix of couscous and dehydrated vegetables, which is working out well, and lots of scroggin, which I'm...
Can't hike without scroggin.
Yeah. So I'm having a few stops of hot chips along the way whenever we come into civilization, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, last night's dinner was pretty amazing. The size of it was just ridiculous, but it was good. Yeah. So do you reckon you're going to make it?
Yeah, I'm backing myself, I'll make it.
That's good, because I don't want to carry you out.
I can't really say no now, it's too late to turn back.
That's it. So I reckon we'll leave it there and find out later on whether we make it or not.
Stay tuned.
We made it. It's the end of the day. It is sunrise. Hasn't quite yet happened. Sunset even. It's been a really long day. We are still alive. Just. But exhausted. So we will talk more tomorrow. So today we started with a super steep climb up to the summit of Mount Brown from the south. Gorgeous views and one hell of a climb up to the top here. I didn't get a video of me doing it, so I'm going to take a video of VB climbing up this rock wall. I'm actually only about halfway up.
True mountain goat.
Yeah, mountain goat VB. Nice one.
Didn't die.
Yeah. And we got up there and hung out, had some snacks, enjoyed the views, filled in the logbook, and now we are just on our way down the long descent on the other side. So we're only having a really short day today, about 8 kilometers, because it's going to be really hot, about 31 degrees, and we know that there's a camp with some water about 8 k's along, and then there's nothing else from there until QUORN. So we're going to have an easy one today and another long hard day tomorrow, but then we will be getting into QUORN, having some good food, showers, washing machine, all the exciting things. sure wish I could get up hills as easily as these goats can. Not fair. Heading into QUORN today, and thankfully the temperature has dropped significantly from yesterday. We spent most of the afternoon lounging around in camp, washed some of our clothes and enjoying the beautiful scenery. The camp was situated just looking out over these gorgeous rocky outcrops with these really deep red colours, and when the sun set over them it was just spectacular. The sunset was all purples and pinks and mauves and oranges. It was just fantastic. So today we have about 20 kilometres to do. Most of it is relatively easy, I think, with the exception of about 4 k's or so where it heads up into the hills behind Pitchirichi Railway. And then after that, head on back down towards QUORN.